Hey beauty, welcome to day 4 of Create Your Famous Vibe. This is a really fun day because it's actually like where the rubber meets the road, right? We've been on a journey together. We've talked about positioning, we've talked about your vibe, we've talked about projecting your image, and now we're actually talking about reconnecting. So reconnecting is really important because a lot of times as an entrepreneur or as a woman in business, as a corporate woman, we might abandon ourselves, right? There might be this moment where you're like, oh God, it's so hard. I don't want to do it anymore. And maybe I should do something else. But if you go back to your core mission and your core vision, how bad would you feel if you did give up, right? I mean, that would just be like, oh. And so I want to help you build some chutzpah, so that you feel like you can get into it on a day that's really rough, okay? Because there are going to be days where things do not go well and you're going to want to give up. This idea of having a business that is all like fairy tales and romance and candy canes and all that, I mean, the reality is like things do need to get done and there's lots of little tasks that need to happen. And then it starts gaining momentum and there's more tasks and then you get more momentum and then you're on a roll, but you're in it. And so the way to stay in it is to reconnect to your body and your mission and vision. So when you go back to that vision and you realize like, okay, the reason why I did this. Now, I really wanted my own business because I needed a place to express myself, right? I wanted to have a place where I could be creative. I wanted to impact the lives of others. Specifically, I wanted to help women feel better in their bodies and have more success in their businesses. Those are my two core desires for all women, right? And in businesses or in your corporate life, right? And I decided that if I did it through this vehicle of helping women build personal brands and create an image that is aligned and magnetizing to the world, then that would feel fulfilling to me. And guess what? It's the first time in my life that I'm doing work on a continual basis over a period of time, meaning a couple of years, that this feels awesome and that I'm not doubting what I'm doing. Now, there is an inner leader that needs to come out, right? Because there are going to be days that just don't go right. And so go back to that core mission. Identify where the fear is in your body. Okay, this is really important. Sit with yourself. Go to the Kinetics of Aesthetics document and sit with yourself. Where is that fear in your body? And then find an article of clothing to help you release it. Now, you may need extra support if you feel like you're really tired and you need to wear high-waisted pants and a long flowy shirt. I tend to find fear is something that gets stuck in the body and creates chaos inside our whole entire world. So if we can wear an article of clothing to help us release the expression out of ourselves, then hey man, we're doing a great thing for ourselves today. And then I'd love for you to list all the things, like get current with yourself of where you are in your business and list all the things that could go wrong in the next 3 to 6 months or in your whole vision, right? Like I could never get another client again. I won't get that like speaking gig. I won't get a book deal. But there's also lots of little pieces like that email won't go out at a certain time and it needs to be put out there so that the next emails can go out so that the chain reaction will happen, right? So I do this for my photo shoots and I find that for me, I love to be over prepared and I don't like feeling unprepared. It's the worst feeling to me. And so if I can really think through what might go wrong, I am so prepared that I have everything right at my fingertips so that when someone says, oh, I need this, I'm like, okay, I got it, right? It's right there. Now, this just helps you become more present and have staying power when there are tough days. Make it a short list. Don't deliberate on it. It is just too taxing if you're just going to sit and stress on it. Just make it a short list. Do a quick brainstorm of what could go wrong. And then you'll have a subconscious solution. You'll know that when that does come up, that you can serve yourself a solution. Or you know that you have friends that you can call on because you know they've dealt with it too. Reconnecting to your vision is all about speaking to your inner leader so that people know that you're there to stay and they believe you and they trust you because they know you're going to stick around and you're going to keep serving the world in what you're doing, right? You're building trust with the world right now. I cannot wait to see what the results are of what you felt and where you felt your fear in your body. And I'd love for you to share with that on Facebook. So enjoy. Let's talk about this in Facebook Live too.